Good evening everyone and welcome to the stream. I hope everyone had a wonderful day today and we are ready for flying. I see that Joel Johnson is already here. Captain, and welcome to the stream, welcome to the chat, and hope you are doing fine. So thanks for joining. Today we are here in Croatia and we fly to Germany, and we do that with ONAIR company in the not the fly-by-wire, the Just Flight 146-300. Very nice plane, my favorite plane actually in the sim here. So this is the freeware airport where we will start today. Also Eddie is here, welcome, welcome. So this is our airport. It's a freeware, looks nice for a freeware. We landed here last week and we will depart as well, and then we fly to Germany. Is close to the Netherlands, where we fly to is close to the border of the Netherlands. So we did actually already a tour of this airport when we arrived here, just a short one. So but the terminal is very nice. So we fly today with Eurowings, and this is our cockpit. First things first, I will put on the webcam. Today we have a bit of... Oh, really? That was not the intention. Sometimes if I click on my left screen, then I also click something here. So we actually need to go back to cold and dark. So I think I pushed turn around, so I hope it don't give any troubles. But sometimes if I click on my left screen, then yeah, something happens on my main screen. So today I was also testing with GSX, the ground service, also on this with this aircraft on this location. There were some updates. I was trying that out, but yeah, I had some two crashes actually when boarding the passengers, because then some things go automated, and then you have a stair here. I put a stair here manually, and then also this is open, but then also it comes with a cargo loader, and it starts to load the cargo when we don't have a cargo aircraft. And then 2 times I got actually a crash to a desktop with it, so I needed to delete it again. Also the GPU was placed in the middle here of the airplane instead of here. When I placed it here manually, you can edit that, but it didn't connect. Also fuel, the fuel truck comes to here somewhere or here, and then it fuels in a few seconds and then it's gone again, but there is actually no fuel into the plane. So also boarding passengers, yeah, it says the door was not opened and I needed to open the door number 2, that's the back door. Yeah, that also didn't work out. The door was open, so many issues on that. It looks all great. If it would work perfectly, you can add modify it completely as you like. You can let the passengers come from here and actually make a route, but that is all time consuming. If you don't have much time, then yeah, then you cannot do it, of course. So flight plan for today, show you. Here is Navigraph. So you can see that we depart here in Croatia. We fly over Austria, Germany, then Luxembourg, and even into Belgium, and from there we go to Germany again. So if it really takes too long, then we try to make a shortcut, and otherwise we just do the whole flight. It will be around 2 hours. So that's done. First of all, we go to ONAIR company. We'll show that, and also first I will show you this because I have some issues that it's not loading correctly. So I set everything to 0, and then we will see if it corrects I load correctly. So we will check that out. And so we have almost 45 million in cash, and we have also a full loaded plane, actually, or almost. So we have some artwork, luxury goods and printed magazines, so we can load that up. We have also volunteer aid workers, holiday makers and press delegation. So we load that also, so we have 68 passengers today. And then we have also our cabin crew. We need to select them, we need 2, and we have 2. Pilot, that's me, and then we have also a co-pilot. Here is our destination, alternate, and then all our things that we actually need. We can also fuel up. We will fuel maximum because it always gives a little bit less, and then we can validate the fuel and payload. So we will do that right now. So then it takes 5.4 minutes, so we will wait for that, so that can go away again. And in the meantime we ask ground power, and then we open the doors and the stair. So the door is open, and the stair, it was actually already open, but I pushed turn around accidentally, so everything closed, so we open it again. And further, yeah, also about GSX, everything is a bit crossing through each other. It's a real mess, I need to say. But it can be very looking very nice if everything would be organized. It's just sad that it's that you always need to set it yeah, for every airport actually. Maybe also I need to say this is a freeware airport. Maybe that's also an issue. I will test it out also on a default airport if I have the chance, and I will let you know what my experience is. So 4 minutes to go for loading passengers and cargo into the plane. And actually we need to open after cargo as well. The only thing what GSX nice did was the loading of the luggage into the cargo. That was lined up correctly, and that actually takes the most time. Boarding was done very quickly, fueling also, but there was no fuel into the airplane. Also tested with the flabber wire, also there was no fuel added. So we just wait 3 minutes, and then we can continue. And actually we can maybe already start the batteries. So battery 1 and 2, we turn that on, and then we can go here, we turn that all, and then we have also external power. So that is a set already, and for the rest we will do everything later. We can also put in our flight plan. So we go here to the IDX, second page, route menu, and then we import it from SimBrief. There we go, and it's loading. And then we can execute, go to the next page, and actually departure is runway 32, and then I take a sim brief with me. I have some errors in it as well, but normally it's not a big deal. And so we go to Olivo 1V, and that's this one. We select that, execute, and then we go back here, arrival, maybe runway 25, so ILS, and then we Doom G2G, that's the one, and then this we don't need, so we execute that. Then we go to the next page, we see for discounts, so next one, next one, next one, we have a discount here, and then I just need to delete that, so we do that immediately. So we delete and execute, and then we have a nice plan normally. So that is set as well. So then we have around 30 seconds to go for a loading on Air Company. We can immediately power up this and then test it. And we can turn it off. So ONAIR Company is loaded up, as you can see. So these are the numbers, and then we also need to see it at the iPad, FlyPad, EFB, depending how you want to call it. So we put fly now. So everything is set, and then we start tracking. And you see the plane was moving a bit, so it's loading. And then we will see if something changed here. So the fuel is in, packs 0, so it don't load the passengers. So that's a bit of an issue. I think we had an empty weight from or zero fuel weight for 42.
4,164 instead of 9,575 kilograms.
So actually I need to put everything in again because we changed it. So I think it was 68 or something. And this need to be 43. Actually it said it was correctly, but don't know. So actually this is the gross weight we need. That's the one. 43, something like that. We have 9,418, so that's more than enough. So we will take this one, and we start tracking again. There we go. That's an issue with this plane or ONAIR and this plane, they don't communicate good. So ONAIR is loaded up, and this is still yeah, too low. So we can continue. So we go to here to the lights. So nav lights on high, and beacon light can come on, emergency light, No smoking sign, logo light. And then we have also a fasten seatbelt sign. And then the emergency lights. So our temperature here in Croatia is 23 degrees, so very nice. Then we go here, anti-skid on, and all those buttons like usual, you can all turn them on. So battery and stuff is on. And then we also start the APU. Eyes detect on as well. And then we can put packs too. APU is starting. And we also need to check our cruising altitude. That's 30,000 feet. So we'll put that. So APU power is available. So we put APU air on and APU generator on as well. So I hope it's working. Normally it should go off. Seems not. And that's because we don't have the fuel pumps running. So we try again. And actually external power can go off, and then our GPU as APU generator is running, so everything is running. And then we can do also our pre-plan for pushback. So we will set the plane something like this. And there we go. And then once all our passengers are on board, because I'm also loading with a looker tool, so when all the passengers are on board we can continue. Meantime we turn this on, flight director on as well, and then we set it to 30,000 feet.
Einen schönen Tag, meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren. Herzlich willkommen an Bord unseres Eurowings-Fluges 2073 nach Stuttgart. Mein Name ist Martin Alters, bin der Kapitän auf diesem Flug. Mit mir im Cockpit mein Kollege Matthias Straube.
Jagno, welcome to the stream. Greetings from Belgium. And I've got greetings from you, from Holland. So we are close, we will fly close to the border of Holland. So we stay in Germany, but it will be close to Holland.
2073 to Stuttgart. My name is Martin Alters, I'm the captain on this flight. With my flight deck first officer Matthias Straube. Operations is short to be completed, expecting on-time arrival in Stuttgart. Flight time today 40 minutes, and the weather right now is the same as in Leipzig. Few clouds, temperature about plus 26 degrees. We wish you a pleasant stay on board. Cabin crew, outdoors and cross-check.
Okay, and that was that. So everyone is on board. And that's not what I need to do. It's this button that I need. And also and those two can come on. And for the rest we are set. We go back here, then we can start engines. Engine number 4, we start with that one. And then we also put here, and engine number 4 is starting. That's what I hope. So yeah, no, you love that all gauges looks beautiful. Yes, it is. So it's a really nice looking plane. It's my favorite plane. There's a lot of stuff you need to watch. A lot of stuff that can go wrong as well. Like now, because my engine is not starting. Great, so maybe I need to put on
flight
the...
will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Now it's starting, and actually I needed to start the strobe already, and the strobe light, because I get penalty points for that if I don't do that before the engines are started. That's just a thing in ONAIR company. So now the engine is starting. Today we will start with flaps 30. I have also a sheet that you can, a spreadsheet or something, but I think it's gone. No, it's actually here still. I will show you after that you can use, and then you can see how much runway you will need. So engine number 4 is started. We go to engine number 3. And there we go. And then we wait until it has 20 again, and then we can add fuel. And there we go. So I don't follow a checklist on this one. Once we are in the air, I will check the checklist for climbing, for cruising, and also descending, and just before landing. But for starting up, I do everything without a checklist. So engine number 2 is starting up, and actually we need to close the doors. Also the cargo. And then the door can be closed as well. Ground power we don't need anymore. So engine number 3 is started up. Engine number 2. So for this plane there is a new model coming out, a newer one, the RG. It's more modified than the 146. It looks exactly the same. It has a little bit better engine performance. It has also is capable for auto land. It has auto throttle. So all the things that on this plane don't have, but it looks the same. It's just a bit more modern. So when it will come out, I have no clue. So we have already a 40, and now we need to add fuel. Also our arrival airport is a freeware airport, so 2 freeware airports today. So engine number 2 is started, so we can start engine number 1. And that is not starting, didn't push long enough. So there we go. So 20, we can add fuel. So it's 23 degrees today. We powered this up, and then normally it says now 24, and we need to put it on takeoff. So it gives me in 92.2. I know we need more, so I try to get the maximum out of it. 92.9. And if we lower this one, we get 7. Okay. So with awkward 93.7 will be okay. And then we set flaps at 30. So then our takeoff speed will be around 120 knots. So engine number 1 is started as well. So we go back here, and we can put on engine 2 pump, engine 3 pump, also a generator 1 and generator 4. For that we also need to stop this master switch off. Actually we needed to use anti-ice for engine start. We forgot that. Then the heating system's on. Pack 1. And then we are good, I believe. Don't remember if I need to turn this on or not, but I think we will be fine. And actually we can just before starting we turn off the packs. That gives us a bit more performance. So I think everything is set. Actually the APU generator can come off. APU air as well. Brake fans, auto, and this one on both. So 30,000 feet, and everything is set, I believe. We have just a light electric. We have some electric problem, but there will be the generator of the APU. Parking brake, brake fans, air selected on ground. So we go back. We need to turn on this. So everything is set here. All right. Hope we didn't forget anything, and we can actually start our pushback.
Nochmals einen schönen guten Morgen, meine Damen und Herren, im Namen der gesamten Besatzung. Ein herzliches Willkommen an Bord dieses Eurowings-Fluges, durchgeführt heute Morgen von Berlin. Kapitän des Reifenplan wird Sie gleich nach Düsseldorf fliegen. Die Flugzeit wurde heute Morgen mit 35 Minuten berechnet. Wir möchten Sie nun bitten, Ihre Mobilgeräte wie Smartphones, Tablets oder auch E-Reader in den Flugmodus zu schalten. Alle anderen elektronischen Geräte müssen komplett ausgeschaltet werden und dürfen erst wieder in Betrieb genommen werden, sobald die Anschnallzeichen erloschen sind. Bitte überprüfen Sie jetzt noch einmal, dass Ihr Sicherheitsgurt geschlossen ist.
So, parking brake, we release.
Sicherheitsvorkehrungen erklären und bitten Sie dieser Zeit von Ihren elektronischen Geräten hochzusehen. Vielen Dank.
We don't
Good
want.
morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the entire crew, a warm welcome on board of this Eurowings flight operated this morning by Air Berlin. Your captain is Life Lifestyle. We're flying now to Düsseldorf. Our flight time this morning will be about 35 minutes. We kindly ask you to switch off your mobile device such as smartphone.
And I'm struggling with the parking brake for the pushback, so I don't want to go off, as you can see here.
Please make sure that your seatbelts are now fastened, and please don't use
Even
any
it's
other
turned
towing
off.
equipment while we show you our safety instructions. Thank you.
But I don't want. Nope. So it don't want. So we need to find something else.
Sicher, dass sich alle elektronischen Geräte im Flugmodus befinden. Größere Geräte wie zum Beispiel Laptops müssen sicher verstaut sein. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now familiarize you with our safety instructions. Please ensure that the transmission mode of your electronic devices is deactivated. Large electronic devices such as laptops must be securely stowed.
So we got it finally working, but the parking brake is still on, I believe.
Meine Damen und Herren,
There we go.
wir zeigen Ihnen, wie Sie Ihren Sicherheitsgurt schließen, festziehen und wieder öffnen, während Ihnen während des gesamten Fluges angeschnallt zu bleiben. Dieses Flugzeug hat 8 Notausgänge, alle ausgehen Sie mit dem Wort Ausgang bzw. Exit gekennzeichnet, Leuchtstreifen und Rotfuß für diese Ausgänge. Bei einem Druckverlust fallen automatisch Sauerstoffmasken aus den Fächer über Ihren Sitzen. Ziehen Sie eine Maske zu sich heran, drücken diese auf Mund und Nase und atmen normal weiter. Erst danach helfen Sie Mitreisenden. Die Sicherheitskarten in den Sitztaschen enthalten wichtige Informationen wie die Schutzhaltung, die Lage der Notausgänge sowie weitere Sicherheitshinweise. Stellen Sie bitte die Rückenlehne senkrecht, klappen Sie die Armlehnen herunter und verstauen Sie die Tischlehnen. We will now demonstrate how to fasten, tighten and unfasten the seatbelt. We recommend to keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight. This aircraft is equipped with 8 emergency exits. All exits are marked with the word exit or Ausgang. For all level lighting, we guide to these exits. In case of decompression, oxygen mask will be released automatically from prominent of your seats. Pull one mask towards you, place it over mouth and nose and breathe normally, then as this others. The safety cards in your seat pockets contain important information about the location of the emergency exits, the safety position and all the safety instructions. Please put your seatbelts up where
So we will stop the pushback here, otherwise it takes ages. And we can taxi to the runway, so taxi lights on.
Cabin crew on board and check.
So then we make a 180 here. And we have that's the problem, the shocks. That was a problem also for the pushback. Meantime we set flaps to 30. So we hold short here.
Tower Eurowings for 6 tree ready at runway tree 2 north departure.
And then we can put on the landing lights.
Departure to the north approved. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 2. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 2 Eurowings for 6 tree.
Okay, so there we go. We will go to the back of the runway, we turn there and then line up. So like I said in the beginning, 2-hour flight today. Maybe we should just a shortcut, because we need to fly to Belgium. From there we fly again to Germany. So it's a bit, we will show it when we took off again. So it's a bit a way around, but we can actually take a shortcut. So normally if you depart here with the weight that we have today, we can just make it on flaps 18. We just can make it on the end of the runway to take off on paper, but we will not risk that, so we do flaps 30. Now we turn here and then line up. And then we go back here, and then I turn off the packs for now until we are in the air. So flaps are set, and then I think everything is done. So takeoff config, we push that button and then we can see if everything is correct and something is missing here. What is missing? So actually we are missing something, and for that I need to check everything again. Maybe it are the packs, I don't know. Just testing out. It's still. Actually, no clue what is happening. So we check, everything is set, takeoff lights, I have no clue so far. So we check, flaps are set 30, and we have still the same thing. Nope. I did that so many times and not sure what I forget today. Trim. Okay. So if we take this to this mode, and it's still like that. So no clue what is going on with the plane at the moment, but we will take off like this, and maybe we see a crash. we'll see. So we power up. And it's actually not working. So we missed something. I have really no clue what I missed. So everything is on here. Brake fans, auto. I think I did that so many times and everything was working lately so fine. But for now it's not working. So no clue of what we have done wrong. I don't see it. So flaps are set on 30, so that's good. This is set as well. So if someone sees something sees what I don't see, let me know. But I have no clue what I did wrong today. We clearly missed something. So everything is off, all the lights are off, normally we should be good. So really no clue. So I don't find it, so we will just risk it for now, and then we will see what it will give.
Power set flex eject.
So we have a config issue.
Speed alive both sides. 80 knots force checked. V1. Rotate.
So rotate.
V2.
Airborne time gone.
Positive rate applied. Gear.
So gear up. Then we try to make some speed.
For non-departure. Rijeka Tower Euroing for 6-3, continue for north departure.
Flaps to 24.
V2 plus 10. Safe high speed. Select to flap 18.
So flaps 18. So this is a plane that it's a handful to fly, but normally I had no problems anymore with setting it up. But today I missed something. Seems
463, leaving light airspace frequency change approved. Rijeka Tower Eurowings for 6-3 frequency change. Full approach Eurowings for 6-3 in tight British aerospace airliner 2 miles east of Rijeka, 2,400.
and it seems it's also don't follow our course. Or yeah, it takes it now.
Full approach. Squawk 6703. Squawk 6703 Eurowings 463. Eurowings 463
to the beautiful Croatia. We'll leave it for now and we fly to Germany now. So I will take manual control for this moment, and then we are at 4,000 feet and I try to speed up. So we can go to flaps 0 and then we gain some speed. And we try to reach 250 knots indicated, and from there we start climbing again. And since my button is not working on my Honeycomb throttle quadrant, so we are almost at 250 knots, and we need to click this one, and then we go to autopilot again, and then we start climbing. We keep our speed at 250 knots.
Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
And then we climb to 10,000 feet. I really don't know what was the problem.
Airspace zeroing for 63.
So our takeoff config was not set correctly. So I'll show you quickly our route for today. So we go to Austria, Germany, Luxembourg, Belgium, and from there we fly to Germany again, close to the border of Holland or the Netherlands. So 8,400 feet. $9,000, and we can keep our speed, so actually we can go to sync mode. And then we are almost at 10,000 feet, and we can turn on the lights off. So there we go. Also this one. Normally we need to hear an announcement, but that there's nothing coming, it seems. Of sound coming from LDRI tool, so I try to turn that off. our destination airport. The temperature is also 23 degrees. So I try to close actually a lookout tool because this makes a lot of noise. So there we go. 15,000 feet, we are halfway. So packs are on, that's a good thing. I think those can go on as well.
.135.275 for easy 1560. Generic 683 contact Ljubljana Center on 135.275.
17,000 feet and we are climbing just less than 2,000 feet a minute. We can turn this away and then we go to the next page.
135.275, generic 683.
So I hope this don't give an issue because we have 2 times the same navigation point. 1.8 to go, and I will check.
135.275 Eurowings for 63. Ljubljana Center Eurowings for 63 flight level 185.
Eurowings 463 Ljubljana Center, continue as planned.
Ljubljana Center Eurowings for 63. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
And then we make a turn again. We go back to a Navigraph. Sometimes the routes that simply give me are a bit awkward. But I had 3 errors in the flight plan, so maybe that's the reason. So almost 20,000 feet. We are just under 250 knots indicated. And we are flying at a sync mode. Once we are cruising 10,000 feet to go, and then we can go to cruise mode, and then we just need to adjust the power to maintain the correct speed. There is also a spreadsheet actually for different planes. It's looking like this, and you can fill all the things in. Like I said, if I'm fully loaded with this plane and flaps 18, I need almost the whole entire runway. So if you change it to flaps 30, you can change that here. And then you see that you have that you need a more runway, so that's better. You have that also for other planes. You can change that also for the A320, also the PMDG 737. So, and the guy that makes this is still working on it, so it's updating and make it more realistic. So There's also a freeware thing that you can download. So 22,000 feet.
Ryanair 768 tree traffic is 2 o'clock 3 miles at flight level tree 80 generic. Report them in sight.
In the meantime, we can enjoy our flight and our climbing. Everything is going well for now, so that's a good thing. It's always nice because this plane is a handful to fly, so that is good if everything is going perfectly. Actually, just the takeoff config was something was off. I didn't see immediately what it was though. Octavia Gonzalez Serrano, welcome back to the stream. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. I hope you are doing fine.
Easy 1560 traffic is 1 o'clock 4 miles.
Pretty photography. Hello, welcome to the stream as well. I hope you are doing well. And you enjoy a bit the scenery that we can see here through the window. So we just departed in Croatia and we fly to Germany, close to the border with the Netherlands. So we are almost at cruising altitude. 24,000 feet, and we need to go to 30,000 feet. We are just below 250 knots indicated, so that's our climbing speed. So we cross some countries today, or we fly over some countries. So the first country that we will fly over is Slovenia. Then we go to Austria, and then we come into Germany. From there we fly to Belgium, and from Belgium we fly again to Germany, but then close to the border of the Netherlands.
Easy 1560 traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 390 generic. Report them in sight.
25,000 feet. And we have again perfect weather conditions, so real weather, but we are not on real time. Actually, I don't know what time it is. Let me check. Can we check that? Okay, so it's 5 o'clock in the sim. Octavia, you are good. Currently working in Chile for 6 months. Today is a day off. Well, that's good to know. How is life in Chile? So 26,000 feet. So I also don't know what is where the problem is between the just flight 146 and ONAIR company, because ONAIR company works fine with the flower wire and stuff. I didn't test it with the Phoenix or the PMDG yet, but with the other planes, the standard planes, it's working perfectly fine. Only with this plane it don't load up correctly, so I don't know what's the issue. So I need to do some more testing for that. So 26,000 feet, almost 27. Octavia actually is warm, 16 degrees Celsius, that's perfect, but that's not really warm. I'm suffering here from the heat. That's a bit unusual for Belgium, but yeah, so around 28-30 degrees. For me that's way too hot, so I like more 18 or something, but 16, yeah, that's what we have here at night, 16 degrees, so that's actually perfect for me at this moment. So our center tank is almost empty.
Easy 1560.
28,000 feet. So it seems they don't go lower than 3. So there is no transfer, it's on auto, so we actually can shut it. And there we go. Octavia, currently watching the waves from the beach in your bedroom while wearing your uniform. And what kind of uniform you have? So we have actually a nice view here. Here we have some higher mountains with snow on the top.
Milan Center Eurowings for 63 flight level 290. Eurowings 463 Milan Center, continue as planned.
I will show you a Navigraph again. So we will make a turn here to the right, and we do that now actually. So we go back, and we are out almost at 30,000 feet. And then we make actually a right turn, and then soon we make a left turn again.
Going to 135.275 Eurowings for 63.
Octavia, your uniform is a tight length, short puffed sleeve frock, and a pink ball gag. Or I don't know what that last word is. So actually it's something very classic. So we have very nice mountains here. And then we make shortly our left turn. So 30,000 feet, and then we can go to our cruising mode, TGT, actually. And actually we need to put this on 720, we will start with that for now. And then we reduce the throttle until the lights goes out. And there we go. And then we need to watch our speed. So we are slowing down. So if we slow too much down, then we need to raise this number. We will do that already. And then we need to give it a bit more power as well. And that's what you need to do with this plane. You need to manage the throttles by yourself. You have a little bit of help from this system, but you always need to watch your speed. So we also need to check our checklist, because I forgot that already to check. And then I think I set everything correctly. Transponder is set, weather radar is on, then we have takeoff, we already did that. So the climb, normally now we needed to put off our APU. So engine air needs to be on, that is all 4 of this, we need to do that on climb. Also APU air is off, we turn that off. And then APU off as well. And there we go. So the generator as well. So anti-ice as required. And then TMS mode to sync of MCT. But we passed that already. Then we have top of descent. Right. So cruise TMS mode, we need to actually put it on sync again. So everything is set, and then we need to do that check again before our landing as well. Normally we will land at the runway in 25, and then we check for what we need for that. So the frequency, we put it on our Germany airport, and that's not what I was looking for. So we go back to index, Maybe second page. I always forget. Arrival data. Alright. Second page again. It's not here. So we go just to program, then we see that we have 1 hour and 27 minutes to go. And 576 nautical miles. We check our speed again, it seems to be okay. And then we check our arrival data. So I open the chart list for that. Runway at 25 for now. So final approach course is 250. So we'll put this on 250. There we go. And then our frequency. And actually I don't find it. It's not written here. Very strange. So I don't find the ILS frequency. Normally it's on top. So I think it's 110.1. So we will change that. 110.10. We also will change that here. And voila. We need to just go a little bit slower, it seems. We put it on 40. So there we go. And then we see that we still are in the mountains or over the mountains. So we are cruising. I will give you a view here, and then I will grab something to drink, and then I will be back in 1 minute, and then we can continue our flight. So don't run away. I'm just back in 1 minute. So see ya. So we are back. I will put the webcam on again. Here we are with some vitamins. And there we go. Cheers. We check our speed. I think we need to go a little bit slower, so we change that to 730, something like that. So then you see that it is going lower here, 730, and then because we cannot go much faster than this. So in the near future we will get a newer version of this plane. So the RG, the 70, the 85 and the 100 I believe it is. I don't know if there will be cargo variants, but at least we will get the passengers versions of that, the 70, 85 and 100. So what is the big difference? Well, the cockpit will a little bit different here. So other systems, more modern systems, also auto throttle and auto land capabilities, a little bit more performance, not that much, but yeah. But from the looks it will be pretty much the same plane, or the same plane, just a bit updated. When that plane will come, I have no clue. I hope very soon, of course. But first we need to wait for the PMDG 737-800 that will be released yeah, by next week, maybe in the weekend, before the weekend, just before the weekend or something, or just after, something like that. But before September it will be released. So for the people that want to have some information about Eurowings, this is not a real flight that we do, because they don't fly this plane anymore. But I just choose a livery because we are flying to Germany. So I choose Eurowings. So Eurowings is from Germany. It's founded or started operations in January 1993. And it's actually a part of the group of Lufthansa. Also Brussels Airlines is their part of. So the main hub is Düsseldorf in Germany. They have 90 aircraft and 9 on order or planet. So the average fleet age is 12 years old. And they have the Airbus A319 100. They have 31 planes of that. They have also the Airbus A320 200. They have 53 of them, and they have also the A320 Neo. So they have 4 of them. Also the Boeing 737-800, and they have 2 of them. So in the future will also come the Airbus A321 200. And that will be 6 of them. They will have also 3 more A320 Neos, and that's actually everything what they will get and have at the moment. So 90 aircraft and 9 more coming. So that's a fleet of Eurowings, yeah, part of Lufthansa. And for the rest, I have actually no news about releases and stuff, except some airport, but nothing that is flying actually. So our speed seems to be alright. So I think we need to be around 730, 740, maybe we need to go to 735. But we will see. I'm still figuring out what the problem was on takeoff with our takeoff config. Still don't know. So we have also our co-pilot today. And this is actually the only plane where you can change the position of the seat. Here is also the jump seat that you can move, and our door is open. For the people that want, I can show you our cabin. So that is actually, we have a cabin, but yeah, it's not high detail, because you can see that on the seats it's not round. Also the windows, you can see some low texturing, and that's something that I like to see, that is getting better in this plane. Actually there are two things. And one of the things is this here. One day in one stream, halfway our flight, I was playing with the jump seat, and I wanted to slide it back, didn't find where the click spot was, and I accidentally clicked here, because the jump seat comes here, and I was actually working from here, and I clicked accidentally the emergency landing gear. And there's this spot here, so your landing gear comes out and it don't go in anymore. So you need to make a landing, and actually your flight is over. But now they added a second button that you don't can accidentally push this. You need to push both to use a emergency landing gear. But I like to see this modeled, that the hatch can be open like in the 737 from PMDG. So that will be very nice to have in this plane. And yeah, the rest is just the textures here in the cabin. They can be better. Just Byte is working actually on the Fokker 28. And if I saw those pictures of the seats, it are pictures, so they look much better, to be honest. So I hope they also can make this one for this plane better, also for the RG that is coming. As you can see, the textures are not high quality, so that's actually the only complaint about this plane, and the hatch that they need to model actually, because all the rest is modeled. It's just that hatch is not modeled, so I like to see that. Other than that, is this one is a nice plane. Also maybe the FMC can be more detailed, because it's very simple, so you actually have not much work on it. everything is there, it works, it functions well, but it's very simple.
Condor 141 you are 54 miles southwest. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect ILS runway.
So in the meantime we check a navgraph again, and that's not what I needed. So we are actually already in Germany, and so we go to Luxembourg now, and then from there we go to Belgium, from Belgium again to Germany, just next to the border of the Netherlands.
Ryanair Flight 175, your tree 2 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Keep speed not above 230 knots. Expect ILS runway 6 approach via Alpha Lima Golf transition. Clear to Alpha Lima Golf. Descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Keep
So we have indicated a speed of 250 knots. I don't want to go lower than that, so maybe we just need to change this number to 5, something like that.
Iberia tree 1904, your tree 2 miles west. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 26.
And like that, you're always playing with the numbers here in this plane, because you always need to keep an eye on your speed. With 737 or the Airbus A320, you don't need to do that. It keeps the speed all the time, but in this plane you always need to check and keep an eye on it.
Clear to local Iberia tree 1904. Iberia tree 1904, contact Munich, approach on 118.8 tree. Good day.
So tomorrow we have also a flight, and I will check which one it is. So actually tomorrow we fly from Vienna in Austria to Gothenburg in Sweden. We do that with the Phoenix A320-200. So, and then the day after we fly with the 737, but then we have a cargo flight in Alaska. That will be interesting, because the weather is not always that great. So we do that with the PMDG 737-700, and that's cargo flight. And then Friday we have the last stream of the week, and then we do another 146 flight like today, and then we will depart in Germany, and our destination that we will find out later this week. So we plan that flight with the 146 always with ONAIR company, because I don't find real flights, or the flights are fine, but there are small companies that operate the 146 at the moment, and we don't find liveries for it, so they are not so popular. So that's why we actually fly on ONAIR company with the 146 that you have with older planes, that you don't find deliveries from the real companies that fly it, because or they don't fly it anymore, or they are too small, and there are not, people don't make those deliveries, only from the big companies, of course. So from September I also will accept again flight request. So if you have a flight request, and then put it in my Discord, and I'll try to do it as soon as possible. You need to know that we fly every day another continent, so yeah, sometimes it can take a while, but also make sure it's not exceeding 2 hours or so, or 3 hours. You know, that's not too long. Also not a 15-minute flight, and it needs to be a real flight, except for the older planes. That's something else. So meantime, I can also show you our map from ONAIR company. So that's the route that we actually did. So at the moment we are here in Germany. And we actually fly to Belgium, somewhere here, and then we go to our destination, but not in a really straight line. And I'm messing up with my camera views, it seems. And we hope, I hope that I have a better landing as yesterday. Yesterday we needed to go around the first time, and the second time the touchdown was pretty hard. So I hope today a better landing. Yesterday it was with Flabber wire, very nice plane, freeware. So it's a nice plane. That was with Citilink, and also a nice livery. And we check the time in the sim. So that is 5:35. Here in Belgium it's 10:35 in the evening. And then we go back to our program, and then we see that we have still 1 hour to fly, 1 hour and 3 minutes, 416 nautical miles. And our speed is perfect. So the first time I use the last number, normally I set it at 720, 730, 740, 700 or something. Now I needed to tweak a bit more to 735, and it holds the speed perfectly now. and then I hope we can land at the runway at 25. It can also be a 07, but that we will only know at the last moment. If we go to the next page here, and one more, see runway 25. So we need to be at 3,000 feet. In the meantime, also I need to check our ILS frequency, but it seems that I don't find it. I know it's somewhere here. It's not the first time that I fly this plane, but yeah, sometimes you forget things. Sean, welcome to the stream, mate. You thought you could have leave without me? Oh, yeah, no. Well, departing was a bit trouble today, but yeah, we managed. But the important question, how are you? Hope you are doing fine. So, and nice to have you here. So we are flying to Germany, Münster Osnabrück or something. Yep, close to the Netherlands actually. And we still have 1 hour to go, because we fly first to Belgium, to Luxembourg, or over Luxembourg and Belgium, and then we go back to Germany. Sean, doing good. Is this the RG? Nope. This is the 146-300 still. The RG is still not out. They announced it not so long ago, so I guess it will take some time before we will see it. I hope that we get it very soon, but I think it will take some time. I hope I'm wrong. What's the difference between the 146 and the RG? Well, visually there is no difference from the outside. Everything will be the same, I think, or mostly. The big difference are actually the systems. If you see, you will have some other gauges here. We have also auto throttle, so now we don't have auto throttle. The RG has auto throttle and is also capable of auto land. And so this one you cannot do auto land. With RG you can. So auto throttle and some other instruments, and yeah, it's just a bit more newer or modern than this plane, because this was the first version that after they introduced the RG with newer systems, but it's pretty much the same plane, just a bit newer. I think it was introduced in 1993, if I'm not mistaken. the RG. Sean, oh cool, auto throttle sounds interesting. Yes and no. I have problems with auto throttle in the Airbus and the 737, and I don't speaking about developer things because I have that with the Phoenix, and I have with a Flava wire, also with a standard one. So also with PMDG, every time if I land with auto throttle on, then when I come down it starts to spoil the engines again, so I go up again. If I turn the auto throttle off, then it starts pulling up max power, and then I need to reduce the throttles actually, and then it goes down. If I do first the throttles down and then turn off the auto throttle, then I have still the same issue. So yeah, I'm doing something wrong. It's not because of the planes, but I'm doing something wrong. I don't have this with this plane because I don't have any auto throttle, so I manage everything by myself from the beginning to the end, and I have no issues with that end. You are struggling with manual throttle, but manual throttle is more difficult in the 737 and the Airbus A320 than in this plane. I find I can manage my speed much better in this plane than in the other planes. So I'm also struggling with that on the other planes. So yeah, but I do something wrong, I believe, with the settings or so. Yeah, I need to figure out that. But hey, we learn every day. Today departure was not okay because we had a config warning. I didn't find out what it was. I did already a lot of takeoffs with this plane, and lately everything went good and no warnings, and today I had a config warning. I didn't figure out what it was, so I needed to take off with that warning. So yeah, that was a bit of a bummer and disappointment, but you know, I could not stay on the ground and checking and don't find it. We have a flight of 2 hours, so. Sean, your citation CG4 flight didn't go so well yesterday. It's very frustrating when you put in so much free time into the sim and get a bad landing. Oh, sorry to hear, mate. Really sorry, and I can understand if you do everything correctly and then you land in not so good way, then yeah, because we are looking forward for the landing, because that's very challenging, or yeah, you know, it's very important, and that's why we fly, to take off, to fly, to land. And if the landing is not going great, then yeah, I understand. So very, very sad to hear that. I was testing some. I said that I would not do it, but I was testing some with the GSX today. I installed it again, did updates and stuff. I was testing it with this plane at the airport in Croatia where we landed. Departed today. I got 2 times a crash to desktop. So, and the thing is, you can set your stairs, no problem. But if you said, well, yeah, I need to, we will board the people, then everything starts to work automatically. And in this plane, so the stair at the back was already set, Then it comes with the cargo loaders next to the stair, and it wants to load the cargo into the plane, the big boxes for the freighter version of this plane. And then I got crashed to a desktop 2 times. I also tested with the fly-by-wire, no crash, but there are some things that are not really working, because like the fuel truck, it comes, you say, let's say 10,000 kilograms of fuel, it takes 2 seconds and it's gone again, and there is no fuel in your plane. Not in this one, not in the fly-by-wire. Boarding in this plane, I didn't want to board because my door number 2 was not open. It was open, but it said it wasn't open, so eventually I got it to work, and then they also boarded in 10 seconds or something. Also the GPU was placed under the plane in the middle somewhere. You can adjust that. I did that. I set it in the same spot as the original ground power unit that comes with the plane, but the cable didn't connect, and I didn't have ground power. I did the same with the fly-by-wire. That was originally placed correct. It was also with the cable was visible to the plane, but of course I don't know if the GPU was working, because yeah, you have in the fly-by-wire you have always ground power, so I don't know if that was really working. So there are a lot of features that you can do with that program. You can also put in that the passengers actually come from the terminal, outside the terminal, and then going to your plane on foot. All nice to do, but if you need to set that up everything again and again for every airport and every plane that you have, then that's really time consuming. And for the people that, let's say, have kids, work the whole day, have kids, and at 8 or 9 the kids going to sleep, and then you have, let's say, an hour or 2 to fly, and you need to set up, let's say, 30 minutes or more for GSX. Also your flight planning, starting up the plane, then your 2 hours of time are almost done. So then you have just maybe 1 hour to fly, or less. So that's my thinking of it. I can be, yeah, completely be wrong, but Sean, it's a shame that it's causing so much trouble. I'm really excited to try it. Yeah, it looks nice. It really looks nice. But I had on the test that I did today that everything was a bit going through each other. It was a bit chaos at the airport with those all those trucks and vans and stuff. I'm sure you can set it up much better, but you need to spend time to setting it up. I saw it already on that flight Sim2, or what is that name of that website where you can download everything. They have already some things put in that you just can download it. I don't know where you need to put it, but for different airports that everything is arranged already. I don't know how it works, how you need to put it in, but I didn't try it. But the problem is, you can see my menu here, and it's not in. I uninstalled it again just to avoid a crash to desktop. I did it 2 times with this plane, so I don't want to risk it. You can download ground service. Well, if you go to that site and you just put in flightsim.2, if you put in GSX and then you will see some how that is called, and sometimes it takes a while to load. So you can download the different profiles. So like for the Aerosoft EDDG, there's also an airport in Germany. I don't know which one it is, but you have a profile for that. You have also for EGCC Manchester. You have also a full GSX profile for it. So you need to download that, and then actually I don't know where you need to put it. So yeah, to install, extract the zip file and move it to the ini file inside the following route. So user's name, your user's name, update roaming, virtually GSX FM, Microsoft Flight Simulator. So that's where you need to put it in. So it's actually someone that makes those things that are already set up, and then you don't need to do it by yourself. If you need to do that for every airport, then it's very time consuming. So that's what I don't like. I like that we pay for a thing that works right out of the box, and so it needs to work right out of the box. It's nice that you can adjust things, but if you need to do that for every plane, then they need to do it. The developer needs to do that and just make a basic thing for all the planes, and also the planes that coming into the in the future, that they make it for all the airports as well. And if we want to change something, then yeah, we can do that. That's a nice feature. You can do really nice stuff with that, but then yeah, you're just playing with GSX and not flying. And I think the most people here wants to fly. No, that's why we have a flight simulator. So for now, I will say don't buy it yet. I will test it out more if there are more updates coming, and if I have more time, then I will test it more. And if I find it okay, then I will let you know, and then you decide. And also check out some other streamers or videos about it. Maybe I'm missing something, but I saw someone that uninstalled it, the reason why I uninstalled it, and now he made a video why I reinstalled it, you know. I didn't see the video, but so I thought, yeah, let's try it, and but it didn't work out. The most bad thing that can happen is a crash to desktop, especially if you're streaming, but it's not fun for everyone, also if you are not streaming. Sean, maybe you will finally get the 737-700 when the EFB release. Well, EFB will be released in, was it October? Somewhere, more or less, in October. It will not come with the 737-800, nope, it will come in around October. Maybe sooner, maybe later, they said. So yeah, think about later. As long as it is good, we can wait, of course, for the EFB, but the sooner the better. But it also need to be a decent. So like the EFB from the Phoenix is a pretty decent, nice thing to see. It works nice. So yeah, I'm happy. Sean, will you get any more 737s? Well, unfortunately, yes. And it's maybe a weird thing that I say unfortunately. But if you stream, the people want to have an 800, that's the most popular plane. So yeah, I need to do that, but there will not come a 900. That I can say for sure. Because I will just buy the 800, and because that's the most popular, and there it stops. Yeah. Because it's pretty much the same planes, you know. One is just a bit longer than the other one. And in the 737-700 you have a cargo version, private jet version. The 600 is just a passenger version. So that's why they say it's $35 or something. Yeah. So actually I want to see some other planes as well. I don't say that the PMDG is bad, no. It's a nice plane, but yeah, why buying the 6, 7, 8 and 900? And then after that will come with the Max. And say actually the same story. So yeah, then I save my money for the 777 or something. Or the RG that is coming, or the Fokker series that is coming maybe next year. So the Fokker 70 and 100. So I never had that one. Was never thinking of having a Fokker, a 70 or 100. But yeah, now I start to get interested in that. So. So let's be honest. Which planes I am interested in, and that's a DC-3 that comes for free. The A310 that also comes for free in November, at the same time with the DC-3. What else? The RG from Just Flight. I'm interested in. And then also the Fokker 70 and 100. The 777 from PMDG. Yep. And then maybe a 757. An A350. That is also coming. So that are the planes where I'm looking or waiting for. We have already 2 A320s, the Neo and the 200, and then we have already 3 737s, actually 4. We have another one as well from, I don't know what that developer is. So yeah. Trop c'est trop, hein. So in the meantime, we check a Navigraph and we see that we are almost in Belgium. So it's actually too late to do a shortcut. Yep. Alright. So we are almost in Belgium. Sean, how is that DC-6 plane? Good question. I don't hear much about that plane. It's also a PMDG plane. That's the first that was released. But I don't have it. Why I don't have it is just because it has 4 engines. I don't like 4 engines. but I like this one, surprisingly. I like this plane. It has 4 engines, but other than that, I don't want 4 engines. So that's why I didn't buy it. It's also not a nice plane. I don't like how it looks. Also not a cockpit. Sean says the guy that flying a 4-engine plane now. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was surprised as well. You know, I needed to make a decision because this plane came out at the same time as the Mad Dog. So I needed to make a decision. So I was also watching people from Canada and from the US that are streaming, and I say, okay, those guys, they don't go for a British airplane, they will go for an American, so they will buy the Mad Dog or will get it for free. So I say I will go for the Just Bite British Aerospace, and I'm very happy that I did that. So I like this plane. It has 4 engines. That was something that I didn't like in the beginning, but now I'm getting used to it, to the plane, and I really like this plane. So it's my favorite plane so far. So yeah. But for the PMDG, no, not interested in the DC6. I'm more interested in the DC3, and that will come from Aeroplane Heaven, and you will get that for free. Maybe the only 4-engine plane that I will buy ever, maybe if they make a decent one, because we have already one, and that's the C-130, but that's crap. So, but if someone makes a decent one with a cockpit, it will be nice, then I will buying that. It's also 4 engines, but it's something more special. Yo, Subcompact, hello, welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you are doing fine. So, you are close to 500 subs. Yes, I was at 499, I believe, before the stream started. I think I'm still at 499. Nothing changed. So yeah. So people, if you want to be the 500 subscriber, then push that button, and then you will be a number 500. So it's a special number. It's a nice number. Also, if you like the stream, push that thumbs up, and then it will help me a lot. So just to make a better content for you. And also join the chat. But for that you need to be a subscriber, and you need to wait 5 minutes after subscribing, and then you can join in the chat, and then yeah, we can talk about pretty much everything. It don't need to go about flying or stuff like that. We can also talk about car racing or something, Formula 1. Anyone? About engines, 4, 2, but I prefer 2. Sean, I really like the Falcon Dassault jet. My wish is for one of them to come to the Sim, or maybe the Bombardier Global 6000. If you couldn't tell already, I like business jets. Yes, and actually I wanted to talk about that with you. You were maybe interested in ONAIR company, and you like to fly business jet. So you were asking me last time if you could fly the station in ONAIR company. Yes, you can, but I don't think it's a money maker. because it cost, well, what it cost, we checked the price, like 4 million. And has a limited cargo space and also limited passengers space, so it's a private jet. So, but maybe, yeah, it will be more realistic to fly it on their company, because you will not make that much money. So it maybe that will be realistic, but yeah, it will take some longer before you grow in your company, of course. That's what I wanted to say. But yeah, if you like business jets, well, yeah, the Cessna Citation is a very nice one. The Falcon Dassault, yeah, that's a with, is that with a 3-engine thing, like Max Verstappen has? So it doesn't factor the experience expenses cost from the tickets. Good question. I don't know if that private jet is set up for business class, but the most planes you can change, or business or first class or economy, and you can configure the seats how you like. You can make it a full business class or a full first class or a full economic aircraft, and depending on that are also the prices. So, but I don't know how that is. I will check it out for you after the stream, which one it comes with. Mostly it is all eco with the normal airliners, and you can make it a 2-class, 3-class configuration. But with the business jets, I don't know. So you can also take out all the seats, and then you have a bit more cargo space. That's also something that you can do if you want to do cargo jobs. But I will check it out for you. It's actually a good question with the business chats. So I will tell you in the next stream. I will tell you that, because I cannot now not check it, and because we are on our company right now. So yeah. But of course, in the beginning, depending on how you start on our company, if you start the hard way, then you only get 10,000. So you need to save some money before you can rent, lease, and buy some a plane like that, because it costs new 4 million or something. So that is a bit of a thing. But you have also the option to have already more money in cash, and you have 2 options now. And then yeah, you can directly lease that one or buy, maybe. I don't know. I didn't try it out in that easier mode with more money. So I'm always starting at the hardest, and where you start from scratch actually. But in the meantime, I have 45 million already, and I have an Airbus A320 Neo, and this one here, and then the Cessna 208, and then a few others, small planes. So welcome in Belgium. We are almost at my place. I live there somewhere. Yeah. We are actually not that far out. So we make a right turn, We go actually a bit back, and then we make a left turn, and then we go to our destination in Germany. So everything still goes as planned, so very happy with that. And then also we'll try to do as soon as possible a flight with the citation. With the Cessna CG4, what is that? I always forget. So it's a nice plane to fly. So we will do a business jet flight for some high-ranked people. And while my plane stays turning, while you keep turning, yeah, and overshoots actually is first turn. So now we need to go back. So we keep turning and turning. So the flight plan today is a bit awkward. 3 errors in sim brief. Maybe that's the reason. And as you can see, we keep turning, and then we will line up again, and then immediately turn again to the left. Then I believe, if we make it on time. Yes, we make it. And then we will turn to the left, and then we should be back on track. So Sean, if I ever need a business jet, then I know where I need to be. Then I can come with you. Very nice to know. So our private jet pilot. A friend of me sometimes is also on the simulator, but he also likes the same plane as what you like. So yeah. And once I did a flight with him with that plane in the very beginning of the flight simulator, so that's almost already 2 years ago. So that was my only flight with that plane. And everything went well, actually. It was nice to fly. It was just standard without the mod. But yeah, so I will try to do it as soon as possible. So as you can see, we are turning to the left again. And we have some nice visual here. So today we have a little bit of a little longer flight in this plane. Normally we do 1 hour and 30-minute flight. Now we have a 2-hour flight, and we had some issues in the beginning. First with the pushback, actually, because I didn't turn off the shocks. so we had some problems with pushing back. And then we had also problems with the takeoff config. And I still don't know what the problem was. And now we have no problems anymore. The only problem that we can have now is the landing itself. If you see where's the fuel? Here's the fuel. Center tank is empty, and then our other tanks are still okay. We have actually way too much fuel. I need to check when we land what we have left, because we had 9,000, more than 9,000 left when we started, 9,004 I believe, and so we have still 5,000 left. Sean, do you understand all the switches? No. Do I need to? Okay, we do a test. I don't know how that calls. That's your speed. That's a clock. I don't know this is DME, but I don't know. This is your direction, your compass or something. This is your angle of attack. No, that's what it's called. When you go up, your feet per minute that you are climbing or descending. Here's our brake. Don't know what that is. That's your altimeter. Also this one. And then those things. I don't know. Your oil. And as long as it's in green, it's okay. That's your N1 TGT. As you can see, I know everything, because it's written here. N2. And that's your fuel flow. That's how much you spend or use fuel, and that's your how much fuel you have left. Spoilers, I have no clue of this. I really don't know what this is. So yeah, and here you have the same things. I also don't know what that is. Cabin pressure. Nice job. Well, the most things I don't know, but you see, you don't need that. You don't need to know that to fly a plane, as long you don't crash. It's okay. I saw today an episode of Air Crash Investigation, and it was with Asiana, a crash in was it in the US, that it came short of the runway and smashed down with this with the back actually, and it broke in two. And so that pilot had 10,000 flight hours, and it actually never landed manual, always automatic. I can fly like that. So at that point from the crash, he needed to descend actually very quickly, because it was in San Francisco or something, somewhere where it was very busy. So he needed to go down very steep and quickly to make everything go smooth. And also I think the ILS was not working, because they are working on one runway. So yeah, they crashed. He did make the one after the other mistake, and he was too nervous because it was his first time that he needed to land on his own. And it was a 777. Yeah, okay, yeah, indeed. But the pilot also came from the 320. It was flying before the Airbus A320, and yes, he was switched to the 777. His instructor was next to him, and he reacted actually too late. So yeah, and it was a 777. Well, at least ILS landings, Autoland, I don't know if it was always landing on Autoland, but at least with ILS and stuff, but now he didn't have that, so that was not totally clear if it was Autoland or ILS. So I guess ILS, because I heard already stories from pilots that only land Autoland. And there was another crash in the private jet, I think, with two fake pilots that always did Autoland or something, and then they also crashed. So that's me, yeah. Imagine if the passenger walked by and heard you saying, I don't know what this thing is. Yeah, well, nice. What is this? Oh yeah, okay. And for what this thing is, we don't know. So it's time to descend, shall we? We go to 3,000 feet. $3,000. Alright, that's way too much. Alright. So 3,000 feet, and we will start very soon. Alright. Let's say that we start our descent right now. We go to descent mode. There we go. We reduce power until the lights goes out. There we go. And then we take manual control. That's what I like to do. And then we put it in a dive, like 2000. Not that. We need to actually put this on, and then we keep it a bit around 2000 feet a minute, and then we put on autopilot again. Be right back, no problem. So we started our descent. We need to keep an eye on our speed, and then we also check out which runway we need to land. What is the code here? It's something with a DG at the end, and that is actually Münster Osnabrück, something like that. So a DG at the end, but I think I need to search a lot. Because there are a lot of airports in the neighborhood, of course. So so it will take some time before I found that airport, of course. And if it always jumps away, it makes it more difficult. So for now I don't find it yet, so we will need to check it out later as well. So we go to our checklist. I don't think we need to do anything at the moment. So descent, minimal power, long range descent, and that's all okay. And then we have 3 minutes before top of descent. Oh, so landing performance data obtained. Set speed bugs, use ClickSpot on reference chart. Alright. or something like that. What else we need to do? Cabin pressurization, set landing altitude, TM mode to descent. So at 5,000 feet we need to set the APU on, APU air and engine air all off. So APU and APU air needs to be on at 5,000 feet. Alright. So for now we are clear. And we set this to 100 because I don't know how to change it. There we go. Just need to keep an eye at our speed because we need to be below 250 at 10,000 feet. So we are at 20,000 feet at the moment.
Ryanair 90501 traffic is 10 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level 380 generic. Report them in sight.
Sorry.
Ryanair 7347 traffic is 10 o'clock, 3 miles at flight level 390 Airbus. Report them in sight. Ryanair 5715.
19,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 27 approach via Lima Alpha Alpha transition.
And actually we can already start our APU again. So we start our APU. It starts to rise. Also those pumps needed to be off on the PTU, but I forgot that. So we don't need to turn that on. Magic booster, look at Discord. Alright. Oops.
Alpine 2992 traffic is 8 o'clock, 3 miles at flight level 380 generic. Report them in sight.
Oh. Okay. Nice. Thanks, mate. Noise, huh? So our APU is started. APU generator, APU air is on as well, and that's already done. So Magic Booster, welcome to the stream. Yeah, just back from work. Alright. Well, it's nice to see that people are watching from work as well. So we put our speed brakes on because yeah. So I hope you are doing fine, and thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. And yeah, we are almost in the Netherlands, close to the Netherlands. We will land today, but it will be in Germany. So we already crossed Slovenia, Austria, Germany, Luxembourg, Belgium, and now we are back in Germany, and we will also land here in Germany, just next to the border of the Netherlands. Yep. You don't know how this is in English. Oké, ik had een rangeerdienst en dan doe je eigenlijk niet zoveel meer wachten. Oké, dus de trein opstellen voor vertrek. Is dat zoiets in die aard? So I also don't know how it is in English. But it doesn't matter. I think I know what you mean. because we are talking actually the same language. So 10,000 feet, almost. Yes, exactly. Oh, all right. And then we turn on our landing lights. And there we go. So we try to keep our speed. And then in the meantime I also needed to check, of course, our airport. And I think we are descending a bit too fast.
125.225 Eurowings for 63. Langan approach Eurowings for 63 9,300 feet.
Because we are still 37 nautical miles. Okay, maybe we are okay. So nearest airport list. And I still don't find it seems. So many airports in the neighborhood. Münster Osnabrück DG. Is that DG? Let me... Yes, it's DG. Request full stop landing and give me a landing runway at 25. I hope. Yes. So runway 25. That's the one we need today.
Make left traffic runway 25 Eurowings for 63.
In the meantime we are at 7,000 feet. We check our distance. Still 32 nautical miles to go. We go for now to 5,000 because I think we will otherwise be too low. Magic Booster, do you have already a GSX? Yes, yes. I installed it already again. I tested it today again, but I had 2 times a crash to desktop with this plane when it actually wanted to load the cargo with the big containers like in a freighter, but this is not a freighter version, and then I got 2 times crash to desktop. So I deleted again. Yeah, I will wait a bit until there are some updates and it's working more smooth, because at this point it's not working like I was hoping. So 5,000 feet, we are a bit early. So Magic Booster, same, had a lot of issues with it, sadly. Yeah. Also, it don't load your fuel. If you ask 10,000 kilograms of fuel, then it stays there for 2 seconds and disappear again. So it drives away again, and there is no fuel in the 146. Also not in the fly-by-wire. That are the 2 planes where I was testing it with. So unfortunately no fuel. Also the GPU was not working. It was placed under the plane, but you can adjust it and move it to the correct position. But then still I had no there was no light burning here, that I had external power, so that was not working. With fly-by-wire it was working, or it was in the correct place. There was also a cable attached, but of course I cannot check with the fly-by-wire if it was working the GPU or not, because the GPU is always working or always available in the fly-by-wire. So that is the thing. Magic Booster, the 737-8 needs to release fast. They said 23 August to August 31, but I go 31 August to Spain. Oh yeah. So I don't want to wait after my holiday. Oh, I can understand that. Yep. Indeed. So we need to speed up a bit, because before we stall this plane. So yeah, when it will be, I have actually no clue. But it's possible Friday evening, around 12 o'clock, midnight. I think it will be like that. Friday midnight or 1 o'clock, or no, 11 o'clock. Let's say 11 o'clock Saturday evening European time. Sean, why you have to turn on the view in the sky? Good question. I think then you are already prepared, that you don't need to do it on the runway. Maybe that's the thing. No, we need to go to 3000 feet before I forget that. Okay, we put that.
Autopilot disconnected.
Autopilot disconnected. We need to go to 3000 feet. And now I'm fucking it up, I believe. Autopilot on. Speed brakes. Why we are not descending? Shit. Now I'm fucked up completely. And stay. Alright. And so you have also the Boeing Yoke from Trustmaster yesterday, complete that with rudder. Jesus. I think that is really nice. I need that too, actually.
Speed checked below 205. Select flaps 18.
Flaps 18.
25.
Speed checked below 205. Select key again.
I will record the record button before I forget that. So we need to line up. We overshoot like always. I think we need to go around. And why we are at 2100 feet, I needed to go to 3000. So okay, I will power up, speed brakes off. So this is going wrong. Power, full power. We need to speed up. So we already go around, because I will not make this the plane overshoot this thing again. The term was actually too late. This is the plan, but this plane overshoots it frequently. So we turn off the autopilot for now. Magic Booster, it was a hell out of money, 489 with 60 euro a discount. Alright. That's a lot of money, but of course it's a nice tool. Yeah. So I go to flaps retracted again, because otherwise we don't make speed. And I keep turning, and we try to go away from the airport again. And I put actually this to more power and synchronized. Alright, and now we're going too fast. Trim. So that is one thing that I don't like on this plane, that you cannot see how your flight planning is really going. And then this plane, the flight plan, it makes at the last moment it catch the glide slope, or the way where you catch the glide slope where you need to be at 3000 feet. And that's actually too late, because it also overshoots the turn, and that makes it very difficult to line up on time and do everything on time. So I prefer actually to go a bit further away from the airport and then to line up. So we will do that now. We'll go a bit further away, and then we make our turn, try to line up, and then and of course I get penalty points because I was above 250 knots, below 10,000 feet. So guys, I will come back to you in the chat, but I just need to focus a bit on our landing before we crash. So flaps need to be 33. Then we will make our left turn, and we try to line up. And we also need to go to 3000 feet, so we will start descending again. Speed brakes, and then we also need to see that we don't bank too hard. And so I will get penalty points, of course, for that speeding below 10,000 feet. Sorry. So almost 5,000 feet. We go down to 3000 feet, and then we try to line up. So we overshoot it again. Now it's my fault. Before it was the autopilot. So I turn on the autopilot again. So there we go. Speed brakes off with more power. And then we check our checklist. So all the pumps are on, anti-ice, passenger signs, APU, engine air all off. That's also something that we need to do. Engine air all off. There we go. So we are at 3000 feet. And now we line up with the runway. I'm already recording, so that's a good thing. And now we slow down. And we also need to catch. I was almost forgetting that. We go to this mode. There we go. And why we don't have that? Why I don't do that? Alright. Maybe the frequency is wrong. So go to flaps 18. So the course is normally correct, but maybe this is not working. Of course, then we do just a manual landing. And I'm going to slow. We go to flaps 24. And we try again, maybe. I don't know, I don't understand what it's saying. Actually, but we are on the glide slope now. So we need to go lower.
2500.
So we see the runway. So landing gear down. And then if you want, you can put in your landing rating or my landing rating. So we are at flaps 24. We go to flaps 30. We need to go a bit lower. Try to trim. (2,400 feet). Magic booster, you think 259? You can be right. So we do everything manual. I don't know why that thing is not working here. Probably because of this thing that is not set correctly. That I have the wrong frequency. The extra flying VO. What? Where are my buttons? Thank you. Thank you, Dexter. You're a hero. There we go. Okay, we can just use a bit of autopilot. That's what I was forgetting. But thanks to Dexter, it did remind me. So, thank you very much. How are you? Welcome to the stream as well. We go to flaps 33. And then we prepare for impact. Yeah, you didn't know how to describe it, yeah, but immediately if I saw it, then I knew. You're good, but tired. Okay, that's not so good. Alright, we concentrate for landing, and we will take a manual control. Once our speed is set correctly. I think we are good. So, people, pray. So we are going down. A bit of stuttering. So there we go.
50, 40, 30,
Oh, way too late.
20,
We'll try it. That's way too late.
10,
Landing time logged.
And I have a kangaroo check. Looking good. No, no, that's my worst landing. Oh, pushing the brakes. No, it's not looking great. No, me. Okay,
60 knots.
Eurowings 463.
screw it.
Contact ground on 121.88. Going to 121.
Do we have an applause or what in the background? I don't know. So we do some off-roading. Well, that's a bummer. Mayday, mayday. Yeah, that's what it is. My excuse for this miserable landing. It's not the first time I land this thing, and lately it went better, but not today. Crazy hell.
Ground Eurowings for 6-tree taxi to parking.
So yeah, 100 wrong almost. It happens to everyone. Yeah, unfortunately.
Taxiing to general aviation parking.
Yeah.
Using taxiway Bravo Alpha Golf Eurowings 46-tree.
It's really a bummer. And then I had some help from Dirkster. And at the very last moment I actually took control, so it needed to be good. But maybe I'm watching too much to my meters here, because I'm on course on the glide slope and suddenly it says a lot deeper or lower, and then if you go try to follow that, then it's stabilized again, so it's not going fluent, and yeah, it catches me all the time. The air brakes are still out, as you can see. I will fold them. So yeah, magic booster pressure, because you watch. Yes, it's always pressure. Mostly I give myself pressure because I wanted to have a decent landing. This was not a decent landing, so yeah. And this is my favorite plane. And lately I was landing pretty good with it, better than with all the other planes. So yeah, but today not. And actually I needed to go around because I already knew that I was overshoot, or actually the last landing zone. I was already past that, so and I could go around. I didn't do it. I say if I land a little bit later, no problem, we will stop this thing. But it was way later. So yeah, that's the thing. And actually we also need to turn on the taxi lights. So the worst thing that happens is actually that I damage my plane for ONAIR company, because the hard landings that gives an impact on your airframe. So yeah, this will cost me money. So this is a freeware airport from here in Germany. I will show you around in a second, and then I just need to take care of that guy with the salami. There we go. That parking brake. I said parking brake. There we go. Actually, it's not set. Really? Why you don't want? So parking brake. Have something with the parking brake today. Alright. Now we put it that way. The extra salami. Yeah, salami. My son likes salami. I don't like it. So I need to turn off the engine. That's a bit of a bummer with the ONAIR company, because otherwise it will not finish. First of all, I need to also turn off some lights, I believe. I don't remember. I need to follow the RITA rules again, so we turn off the engines.
Engine off-time log.
And then we have ONAIR company
It has been
finished.
monitored by ONAIR.
So then we see 354 for our landing rate. That was in orange. Landing G was okay. Landing speed 124 was okay. And then we have a reputation minus 22, 0.22. So we have more than 250 knots at flight level 100 or below, so 289. So that gives us a lot. Crew impact, safety bonus we don't have. It's Whitwell Productions Airlines. Safety we don't know that word. So we earned some money. 270, 16,000 and 37,000. So nice money. Then we will look at the state of our aircraft. Okay, 64%. Not so great. Alright. So we have 45 million in cash. So that was ONAIR company. Then we go back to our simulator here, and we check out our airport, freeware airport. As you can see, it's not that bad. I think the terminal is standard, maybe some things added on it, and then some buildings as well. All the yellow markers are added as well, and then some other buildings and planes. So this is actually the airport here, close to the Netherlands, but we are still in Germany. This will also be the airport where we will depart next Friday, or the coming Friday. Our destination then we will know later this week. So we go to the outside and we set the replay on stop, and then we can play it, and then we can see our landing. So I will load everything first and give it some time, and why we are turning around. Okay. Trixter Airport looks good. Thank you. Well, I didn't make it, but yeah, it looks good. Classic Booster on Friday in Belgium. Oh, you're in Belgium. Okay. So this is the way to the point that we did our go around. So Belgium, I don't like Belgium. It's a fucked up country lately, and it will only get worse. So yeah. So this is our landing. Yeah, the same as yesterday. Way too hard. and yeah, we also overshoot. I will see that immediately, what happened actually. So until here everything goes well, we are on the correct height. Magic Booster, you go to the Formula 1 in Spa-Francorchamps. Oh, nice. Very nice. So I hope the weather will be okay, but I think so, because they give high temperatures again. I don't know for the weekend, 24 degrees, 25 maybe. So yeah, Saturday maybe some rain, or was it Friday, don't remember, but Sunday will be dry anyway. So here our landing in Germany. You see those markers here. These are the places where you need to land. This is the last one. We didn't make that one. I say okay, no problem, and then we start floating, and then we come down quickly, and then we do kangaroo jack. The sounds are nice from the wheels, and then we overshoot, and then where's my... Okay, I need to do it now. See? It was already open, but because I turned it off, it stays off. It don't open automatically in the replay, because it's not a replay, it's just a reset of the airplane. So yeah, Magic Booster, looking forward to it. Well, I can believe that. It's very nice to go there. It's a nice track. So Magic Booster, where I'm flying next streams. Well, tomorrow we fly in Austria, I believe. We depart, let me check, in Vienna, I believe. So we fly tomorrow with a Phoenix A320-200. We fly from Vienna in Austria to Gothenburg in Sweden. On Thursday we fly in Alaska with NAC, the 737-700 cargo. We do that in Alaska, so from Anchorage, that's Stevens Airport, to that course in Alaska. Also an interesting flight because of the weather conditions, of course. And Friday we have a 146 flight again with ONAIR, so we will depart in this airport. Where we're flying to, I don't know yet. So we will find out later that in this week. So it's a bummer that we overshoot this and that we then start floating. So Magic Booster, maybe you send a video on through Discord. Nice, you can always do that. Maybe I have the airport for you. Do you want Vienna as a gift? Hey mate, I really like that, Vienna. If you have that, yes, no problem. So it will be very nice. So we will do one more landing, but I'm from the inside. Yeah, voila. So now we can see. Magic Booster, you upload. Alright, thank you very much, mate. Always nice to have, because tomorrow we fly Vienna, yes. From Vienna to Gothenburg and Sweden. So I think also that is a nice flight. It's a real flight with Austria Airlines in the Phoenix A320-200. So yeah, it's a real flight. There are two nice airports. Yep. But also the day after with the 737 we fly in Alaska. I will see how that will go with the weather conditions there, because that always can be very tricky. So it says something about my flaps, but this is just a reset, and I think my flaps are well. Dexter, long flight. Right, I don't think so. I'm not sure. I try to keep my flights around 1 hour and 30, 1 hour and 40 minutes. This one was a longer flight because you have not always the options. In ONAIR, yeah, you need to see to the money, you need to see the distance, the time, and yeah, this was a bit longer. I was thinking to make a shortcut, but actually I didn't do it. But I had the option to make a shortcut. But yeah, anyway, tomorrow I don't think it will be that long. We will see. So, but actually tomorrow is nice, and also the one in Alaska will be nice and very tricky with the weather conditions. That's a really big file. Alright, then it will be good. So Vienna. So there's actually the flights for this week. The other flights from next week, I didn't put it ready on YouTube. They are planned, but not on YouTube yet because of the release of the 737-800 from PMDG. So yeah. Magic Booster, you can't see the stream tomorrow because of your work. Oh yeah. Well, I see how you work on the video. Well, yeah. But if you see just a little bit, it's okay. Especially the airport would be nice. And so we raise the flaps. There are gigantic of flaps here. Magic Booster is 5.6 terabyte. Gigabyte, no? I hope. Yeah, gigabyte. Otherwise it will be... Oh, what my flaps are doing. I have an issue with my flaps, it seems. So yeah, 5.6 gigabyte. That looks better. Otherwise I had no space. So for the people that are watching, Magic Booster Director Sean, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support as always. Magic Booster, let's hope that it upload fast this time. Yeah, that will be nice. The last time the first one also uploaded fast and downloaded fast, and then the second one was a bit slower. So, but maybe I will put out my dog first, and then I will see how fast it goes. Because my dog wants to go out. So Director, bye bye, and thanks for watching, mate, and thanks for your help, because you saw something that I was overlooked actually. So thank you for that. Sean, have a wonderful... Damn, you missed your landing. You didn't miss anything, mate. You didn't miss anything. It was not good. Not good. Bad landing. You overshoot everything. The turns, the approach, the runway, you know. Today it was a bad day to forget very fast. But Sean, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support as always. Yeah. Tomorrow we fly in Vienna. We will have a Payware airport in Vienna. Thanks to Magic Booster, and then we will check that out tomorrow as well. So for all the other people, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you very soon again. And I just want to check if I have how many subscribers I have. 499. So this is still the same. So nobody was number 500. So anyway, thank you, Sean, and good night, mate. Well, you too. Enjoy your afternoon, your dinner, and your evening, as well as your sleep. See you next time, mate. Magic Booster, I will hear you at Discord, and yeah, Director, bye bye. For all the rest, also, wonderful evening and night, and see you next time. Bye bye.